I taste the blood, I taste the pain. It's all the same color anyway. My hands still shake like thunder. Guess I found another way to pray. You were my blade, my hand, my twin. We danced on glass just to feel skin. Now I'm
everybody, welcome to the show. We'll be starting here in just a little bit. I hope you're enjoying some of our grunge breacher music. Had fun writing all the lyrics and composing this stuff for everybody. Right now, the library has, I think, 8 or 9 songs. I'm looking to get 12 together, and then I'll be adding all these together in a playlist over on the YouTube channel, which you're on right now. Corpse Talk has a bunch. Magic and Monsters has a bunch. We obviously have the ones for Breachers that are here, and then, of course, I have some in the works for Athantia as well. I already did the Christmas album, or as we'd like to call it, Wintertide. But I want to put all these together in a playlist for everyone because I enjoy them. I think they're fun. This is how we're kind of fighting away the DMCA strikes that I can have happen to me. So, that's the way we survive through these trials and tribulations of streaming full-time for shit. With that said, we're going to be getting into the game here in just a minute. The cards should be active for everybody who already has some. If you're interested in picking them up, you can pick some more up. You can also, if you're a first time, I don't click this as often, but first timers, there is a way to get some free cards as well. So if you've never been here before, first time buyers, you can get 15% off the first pack. To join in, and these are the cards we use during the live show to make sure that our lovely characters don't die immediately. Because, you know, it is how it goes. I do feel like our characters die quite frequently. In this one, we've gotten lucky so far. We've only almost lost one, but we'll get into more of that as the show goes on. So, with that said, let's kick this off, shall we? Let's get the scroll stopping and get the party rocking. Hey, everybody, how are we doing? You can see this is lit up today. The lovely monster that is in here has molted, but he has still been playing the hiding game. I don't think he hasn't really come out yet. But he's like a quarter or a third bigger than he was before. So he's been hiding in here. I'm hoping, because he used to come up over into this section, but I'm waiting for the fangs to harden before I feed him again. So, guys, we haven't done this in a month. We haven't done Breachers of the Month with everything that was going on during the holidays and everything else. The last time I was on this, that I remember, I was fighting with Acrobat because, well, Acrobat is a monster and it hates us. But we did do a lot last time. As a heads up, we had a lot of stuff going on in the last episode as we are coming back to the Titan's Rampart, the wall, to get back into Everpeak. And there was a war going on out front. There's a bunch of undead, a bunch of bestials in the same clan were lined up outside. Make sure I get this angle so there's no light on it. On the outside, there was another breacher there wearing purple and gold starred lines, which was super cool. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I could say openly. Nothing else I can really say openly. They did meet a gremlin who was working with our old goblin friend Sliz back in the day, for those who are active. And if you don't know all the things that happen in our Breachers Living Wall campaigns, the stuff like that Serving Hands and Raven and Dread have been a part of, all of that stuff interacts with this show. So the things they do there stop and change things in the co-op. And then whenever we go back to doing our live show, it'll do the same thing there as well. Oh, did I see some cards here for those who don't have it? Looks like Star Drew picked up some public packs for everybody. But I did notice, though, is my dumbass did not turn on our lights today. Yeah. So I got a few updates that I can kind of talk about here that are fun. So I, yesterday, went and got to run at a local bar called the Mana Tap. It is out by Mayfair Mall, if anyone's familiar with the Milwaukee area. Now, it's not close to me, but it's kind of centralized in Wisconsin for stuff. So I went out there, ran Shadowdark. I didn't run Breachers, but I ran Prey. There's a group of you who have played Prey before with me at conventions. I think a few of you played online. I think this was like the 19th or 20th time I've run Prey, which is a dungeon crawl for me used to teach how Shadowdark works and how the game is played and what the light sources are and just kind of teaching the flow state of the game. I gave them all those 0 level characters we made the other day. And then if they found a person inside one of the cocoons, or if they saved a night, or if they did anything along those lines, I don't really say the ancestry of what it is, just kind of what they look like. And you can become anywhere between a first to third level character, depending on what you want to run. I ran third level so people don't feel squishy. I do that because they are 5e fans, and I want them to, at least once they get their class, have a little more hit points. It is a brutal game system. Shadowdark is not made to be basic. It must be a little more difficult. I shouldn't say basic. You shouldn't feel high heroic. You should feel grungy and gritty and dangerous. So I did that. So ran it, went well. We had 4 players for it, 2 from the co-op, 2 of our regular next level players that are in Dragon Sandbox. That was a lot of fun. Really different space. I'd like to see what it's like on a busy weekend over there. I'll try to get out there between anything. It won't be this weekend because their weather sucks right now. Like right now, it's not too cold, but tomorrow it's supposed to be like negative 20 something. And I'm driving around on that shit. So that's the long and short of yesterday. I am working on some new Breacher stuff. I've been fucking busy, man. Like, whew, I feel like I got to get some stuff off my plate. I'm in the middle of doing a bunch of maps right now for a company, which I'm really excited doing that. That's for a Mothership styled game, but it's not Mothership, just a similar system. I am working on a secret project I can't talk about. We started our press tour for Black Ballad Second Chances, which is Black Ballad, parts of Black Ballad converted over to Shadowdark for people. I ran that at Midwinter, which I talked about a little bit, which is a lot of fun. It's basically built so that if your character dies, like if they die, you play them in Purgatory, and your goal is to either get out of Purgatory and be reborn, or to be put into the crossing, which is like the Purgatory life. Star Drew, what was that? Negative 20. You can't be more colder than that. So our stuff's weird. Like, we get what you get, but it's varied on when we get it. So, like, here, let me pull up Carrot. Let's see what Carrot has to say. Carrot's my weather app. If you guys have never heard this girl, she's a sarcastic asshole. So right now,
Reading entrails. Jesus tap dancing Christ. It's snowing.
Right now it's 16, feels like 1. Yesterday was 10, felt like negative 10. But tomorrow is going to be negative 10. Feels like negative 37 to negative 23. That's Friday. Like, no. We're gonna get fucking slaughtered. I'm familiar though. I am familiar. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. So let's talk about Living Wall a little bit before we dive into playing a little Solodark co-op dark here. Let me go into our Discord. I want to grab a link here because I gotta pull something up as well as some other stuff for us. Oh shit, I should put this in here. I'm gonna add everyone in here just so they know. Co-op dark, co-op breachers right now, so people know in our Discord. I have in the YouTube thing, but I like to ping it once in a while because I put this up late today because I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it because our internet was a little shitty earlier. It was a little shaky, but we seem stable right now. But what I really want to go to is into our Breacher's Living Wall. I want to go to our Sojourns, and I want to pull up sign-up sheet. But not here. I don't want it on this one. I want it on my regular. Here it is. I want it on here. We got to get a screen cap of something. We got to look at a couple things. We got to move things over. Hey, Nessie. That's white mana, right? I don't know. I don't play much. I haven't played Magic in fuck all if I know how long. Like, it's been decades. Decades. Like, easily. So let me do window size here. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, okay. Hey, that was better. That was better. It was not as destructive as before. Let me try Acrobat. Ah. Okay, good. It worked. All right. All right. Now we can go over here and take a look. Let's go over to the table. I think it'll work. We'll find out if it works, right? Like, you never know. All right, so this is active. Good. So let me grab, let's pull Acrobat up. Put it. So we have all of our characters here. Sofix, Yule. I did not do anything. We do have our Lancer who showed up that we talked to last episode. I have him written down. We rolled him up live really quick. I did not make a character sheet for him because we don't know how long he's going to live. He's level 4. He's an Astrolane Lancer, 16 strength. Well, actually, hold on here, everybody. I'm reading this off to you like you can't fucking just look at it. And that's stupid. Because I have our face cam. So let me kind of angle it a little bit here. Yeah, I got a candle over here today. Look at it. I'm setting the mood for you. Here you go. Right? I do have to brighten this a little bit so you can see. So this was the one we rolled up live last episode. So he's 16 strength. He's got a 7 dex, 12 con, 5 wisdom. He's not the wise. Or no, sorry, 5? Yeah, 5. 8 int, and he's got a 10 charisma. He's a halberd, has 4 torches, 9 rations. And the vote we had last time is if we were going to bring the gremlin who wanted out of the area they're in, out and into Everpeak, because he wants to get into Everpeak. He would be the first gremlin ever into Everpeak. We can't sneak him through the wall. We talked about that, right? So if I go over to our main thing here. What's up? Welcome to the party, Elijah. Let me grab single view. Let's get rid of this cam. And then let me grab... Where are you at, bitch? Here we go. So in here, if we scroll down, this is our wall and everything else, blah, blah, blah. I just realized that was fucked up. Huh. I don't know how that happened. Weird. I'll have to fix that later. I mean, it's not that important. Every time I do an update, I do a pass and update things in them. So we want the section in here that is probably about Everpeak. Probably want the stuff on Everpeak, which is here. So our picture that I showed off last time, well, maybe it's past this. It is past this. I'm a fucking dumbass. Oh, man, no, it's not. Oh, here it is. So in Everpeak, they don't allow people to leave the wall and come in. There are numerous districts. We are in the barony of Everpeak. This is the Riftbreaker gate. This is the main gate that we came in through. So you guys can see it on screen here. That's the main one we came in through, right? So we can't allow people in that were inside the wall because a lot of prisoners have been sent in there. There's monsters that they don't understand. There's a whole bunch of shit that's fucking dangerous that we are not allowed to let in and out of the wall. That's just the setup for the setting and system. All right. So web-wise, let me pull up the thing we need to do here. I need Owlbear Rodeo up, since we're kind of setting up our stuff and we're getting ready for the game. No. Sorry, Amir, you can't be in the room while this is going on. I don't know why you're trying to get admitted to the room there. I can't have people in the room while I'm streaming. It doesn't work. So let me move our Acrobat and then for our web browser. So this is the area that is the inside of the wall. This is the gate that we are coming in and out of, right? Right here. Our current conflict is they won't let us through because there's an undead war going on. And we're picking up from there. But I will tell you what has happened during this sojourn that we ran. They picked to quell the dead. And as a group, they went in and did that exact thing during our Breacher Living Wall and quelled the dead. And they fought off everything and destroyed what was making the undead. So while there's a wave that is still moving, they can now actually defeat it. But this part of the wall, we wouldn't know that yet. We wouldn't know. And that team went all the way here to do it. Right? So if you look at the map, if we go over to the world for you guys, so you can kind of see how this functions for those who are interested in joining. We have the Crimson Wall here. And this is the map. Let me zoom in here. This is the map, and everything's kind of marked, and you can see what they are, right? Some secret stuff that's down here, the nettles and some other things like that. But our team went here and took this out. The argument right now between Yule, Sofix, and Zagmar is do we take the gremlin, go either all the way back into here, into this hidden rook, and teleport out? Do we go all the way here to where Team A was and take the teleportation from that place out? Or do we listen to the gremlin who's like, yo, I have a way to get us out over this way. It's down a little bit, but I can get us out another way. I know a site that has teleportation. I am just not able to use it. So that was the conversation we had, right? So I have our new page set up over here. And a conversation that we're going to have is what we're going to do. So I'm going to pull up the web page. I'm going to set us up so that I can trim this and record it into its own separate piece. So we're going to record this section. I'm going to put an ad up here. And this is going to be a co-op as a group. So you guys get to roll dice and do a bunch of stuff. I am going to skip this ad. This is not the one I want. I want my show ad running. I really need to make a button to be able to switch through this recording easily, which I don't have currently. It's very finicky. So I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to pause it. I kind of want the end of this on here. I like that. I'm going to pause it. We're going to start recording. Right? So recording's going. And then I'm going to start a song for this. So we cue it up. And then this is interactive, so everybody will be involved. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. If you are here for the live stream, stay. We're going to start playing co-op together. If you're watching this afterwards, it's very simple. This is Breachers in Shadowdark. We play this as a group. The group gets to enjoy the game together, play the game together, and make rolls, play Streamloot cards, and help whatever characters we're using during the story to survive. It's pretty basic. It's nothing out of bounds. So today is episode 17, back to back, as we are diving back into Sofix, our human berserker with a background of painter, our cartographer, halfling, Yule, and his background is I believe he was he a wall runner or a sojourner? A watcher. He was a watcher. So that means he's at the top of the gigantic mile-high wall. And he watches to make sure that things are safe, but they deal with a lot of the gargoyles and problems that are up there. We have traveled back after a long run and trying to get ourselves to a safe space. We found out that there is a group of people out front, and they are all lined up, and they're primarily bestials from the same tribe. We learned that they all came from the Nettles, which is south of here pretty far. Gengar, I just saw. South of here pretty far. And trying to figure out how to get back into Everpeak, because they're not even letting breachers back into the city out of the wall, because we're inside this large wall. we met another breacher from a different district, and I'm going to take us over to the main page so we can talk about those districts and what they are, right? So let's go over to here. There are numerous districts. Everpeak currently only knows about the Kingdom of Verdantia, which shares a wall, and they know about the city-state of Ironhaven, but they've only met a few travelers from there, not a lot. And we are in Everpeak, in the Titan's Rampart. And the first book is all about that in the Barrier Realms. So if we scroll down here, and we talk about Everpeak, primarily human, dwarven, halfling, some golems, which that ancestry is not out yet, but they are a thing. If you've ever played Pan, you know what that is. And other of two, but there's no gremlins. And we're not allowed to bring things from inside the wall into Everpeak. They don't allow that. Because there's too many problems of like transmuter's disease showing up and all these other fucking really kind of bad shit, right? So we pull the web page back up. This is our table. As a group, we were talking about taking the gremlin, our marvelous mollusk Milton. I don't know how that name won, but it fucking did. And going to a teleportation site to bring him out and bring this breacher who's trying to get in the wall from, he says he's from a place called Astralane, and he is a lancer, into Everpeak because he's looking for friends of his that are breachers that got lost over in this section. So that's our setup. We are getting ready to try to go in the city. This small gremlin that we had said that he has access to another way to teleport that is closer to here, only about a day away. So we pull this up. You can see here, I have everything set up for what we're doing. I have an area for monsters over here, but we got to start with the most important, which is rolling for breacher points, right? And I would like to remind everybody that our breacher points are one of our characters. I believe it is Sophix or Yule. Is it Yule that gets the extra one? Who gets the extra breacher point? Do we know? Does anyone remember in the audience between the two characters? It's Sophix. It's Sophix that gets an extra one. So I need a D4 for Sophix breacher points, and I need a D4 for Yule's breacher points. Sophix will get a +1. I also got a new tool. I don't know if I showed this off yet. Now that I've gotten it. Have I shown this to anybody? Check this out, everyone. If you are a stationary nut and you're also a gamer, I've been trying to get a hold of one of these. They're not that expensive. This is a multi-8 pen from Pentel. You can see all the colors in it, right? So right now I got red lead out, but if you push the top down, it falls, right? And then this piece turns and you can change, let me hold this still. You can change the color that comes out, right? Like this. You can kind of see the colors that are on here. So yellow, orange, right? Pretty dope. So I started using this for gaming. And the cool thing is, like, let's say, I'm probably going to use pink for this one because of Sophix. I can do this. It doesn't fall out. The lead never falls out. And you can kind of see if I get it close. They have like metal clasps on them to stop them from dropping out on you. Right? Pretty cool. So I'm going to start using this because I like these. These are fun. So what do we get? What was our roll here? My audience is rolling dice right now. We got a 3 and we got a 4, it looks like, between Serving Hands and Star Drew. So 3 for Sophix. So that's a 4 for Sophix because she gets a +1, right? And Yule also got 4. That's good. That's pretty good. All right. For those who haven't played Breachers, they are my version of luck tokens for this game. A Breacher point can be used to reroll. A Breacher point can be used to add a D6 to damage. A Breacher point can be used to add a D6 to a roll, like the D20 roll. Or you can spend a Breacher point to reduce damage you take by a D6. That's kind of the cycle of what these points do. It lets a little more survival in these long journeys inside the wall. So, with that, we have this set up. We have Milton here. This, I wish this sticky pad that I have, like I bought, I have it sitting over here. I bought this big pad of these. I really like the writing style for them, right? But they don't stick very fucking well. They don't stay stuck. I hate that. It's really annoying. I don't know why. Like I can say I'll fucking case this bitch down, but it doesn't stay. Anyway, like the fan will blow it away eventually. I have the fan on because it gets hot in here, but I can turn it off right now. So we have that. We're gonna have to figure out our themes and what our themes are gonna be, because I don't know what the themes are gonna be yet. And we have to decide as a group, are we gonna go all the way back to one of the other locations, or are we gonna listen to the gremlin and go somewhere easier? So I'm gonna put a vote in chat for this. I think this is how I kind of want to start the show today. I'll make it, it's gonna be a short one. I'm not gonna do a long timer on it, but it's gonna be a poll. Do we want to go back to the Crimson Hydra teleport? These are all teleportation locations. Do we want to go to the Crimson Hydra? Do we want to go to the Nettles? The Nettles forward? Or do we want to go to where the Gremlin location? The one that the little guy is telling us right now. So I'm going to put the poll up right now. You guys should see it up above. To determine which one you all think is good, would you want to go to on the map, so you know. This is the Crimson Mold Hydra. We would have to go down through the main highway, across our 2-day secret path that we found, drop into the shaft of like the mining shaft, climb down or ride down, hit the Rook area. That's version 1. The other one is all the way down here. We have Team A, because that is one of our living community teams. Need this out. Let me just get rid of that. Why is this here? There. Team A. That's the other spot we could go. Or this gremlin that we have met in front of the gate that is shut. And remember, they built like a false wall and they're putting food through. And actually, Yule got a bunch of food for all the people who were here. We could also go all the way back. He says it's only 2 days from here. For travel purposes, so you guys all know how it works, let me find our travel. Each hex is a day, unless it's a vertical hex. So you'll notice HVVH. This is horizontal top-down movement. This is vertical movement up-down, and then west and east. So then when you, like if you were to take this river down, you would go vertical, you would go down a waterfall, and then this would be top-down. It would like splash out into a top-down. And if you went this way, this is another one that splashes down into here. You have to climb up a waterfall and go through. So it gives you a really good idea of how to like how you travel through the wall, right? So roads are half travel time, 2 hexes per day. Advance, and you get advantage on sojourns. Zigzag paths are double travel time, 2 days per hex because it's difficult. Vertical movement is 2 days per hex with strength, dex, or wisdom. Secret passages, you can roll a d4 to reduce travel time if you have a way to do secret passages. And then if you want to build roads, it costs breacher coins to build roads. This is generic rules. And then soldier camps provide safe resupply points. You can fill your stuff up at Rooks. And then other ones, there's X amount of torches and X amount of rations there. We are totally full up on rations and torches right now. And our goal is to get this breacher who is a lancer from Astrolane, into Everpeak. And the gremlin says, I know a way in. That is our current look for like, where do we want to do this at? Where do we want to do this? So that's the rundown on kind of what we're looking at here, right? So I'll bring us back up to here. This is our main map for everything. You can see the pathways that have been taken, things that we've gone to, all that kind of jazz. And this is our art for the breacher we are currently talking to. It's got like a little bit of a Final Fantasy Tactics vibe to it. So that's where we're starting today. I have nothing written down. And the other thing we're going to have to do today, because we made it back to the wall, is we have to roll what kind of game we're going to be getting into for the next couple. So I'm going to pull up our PDF. And if we scroll down here, past the Breacher talent tables, all this stuff, past the Keymaster, we need to get all the way to here. I need 2d4 rolled. We're going to determine the type of story we're going to tell right now. So I need a d4 and a d4 from the audience while we're finishing up this vote and how we're going to tie these things into what we're doing. So d4 and d4 from the audience, please. I'm going to look at all the cards that were played meanwhile, while the audience is rolling this up. Ooh, buddy, what did we get today? What do we have? So let's do cards played. We're going to do BSD, which is Breacher Shadowdark. We had a Blessed Heal play today, Armor Up, Listen Close, Powerful, Rested, Stronger, Faster, Extra Damage, More Armor Up, Wounded Monster takes 10 hit points off something right away, which is huge. That's a really big thing. Day Shorter Travel, we can use that as like a shortcut in finding our way through. That'll be nice. Carousing from the last time we played, and we may have some carousing in this. If we get out into Everpeak, we're going to have some carousing. I really am kind of excited about doing a carousing roll with inside of Everpeak. That's the goal. That's the goal. Oh, look at you guys are rolling fire today. I mean, really, this is more, the number doesn't matter. So we need 2d4. So Serving Hand's got a 4. Is that the first one? We need 2 of them. What was the other one? One more d4. So 4, if we go back over here. You can see 4 is fantasy. So we're going to be doing fantasy for sure. So I'm going to write down an F here. We know we have fantasy. F. I'm going to put an F here. And what's the next one? Another 4. Double fantasy. Okay. All right. So if we click this, these are hyperlinked. This takes us into fantasy. What level is Yule and Sofix? Are they 3 still? They're 3. So we're still on the 3 table. I need 2d10 now. 4 and 3? I thought it was 4 and 4. 4 and 3. 4 and 3. I apologize. I did not realize that that's what happened. So survival fantasy. Survival fantasy. Okay. Let me get our big ass fat eraser here, everybody. Right. This is colored pencil, which is nice. So you can kind of fade it out. So we have survival fantasy. So I need 2d10. And we're going to figure out what our survival fantasy is for this. I love kind of doing the double right for this stuff. Right? If you're wondering why we're using pink, it's because that's Sofix's color. That's why I'm using the pink right now. So Jay rolled a 10. So we'll do survival first because it's just the first in the order. So a 10. A guild crew went inside a week ago and just returned claiming they never left. Okay, so survival. So survival was a 10. So guild went in, and returned saying they never left. We haven't gotten this one yet, so that's pretty big. And then a 4 for the next one, so we'll go on to fantasy, which you'll see at the top of these. So the survival's like scavenging, brutality, resource scarcity. And then there's a level across the top. So fantasy, let me get rid of this. Fantasy, mysticism, the unknown, lost power. I'm going to use the next one for it, which was a 4. So we had a 10 and a 4 for the fantasy. 4, a Waller storyteller begins dreaming of unseen places. I think we might use the gremlin for that. Waller means you live inside the wall. Right? Or maybe, ooh. What do you mean wrong number? No, it's not. I didn't take them in the order of 9 and 10. I did 9 for survival. Oh, it's a 9? Not a 10? Oh. Oh, fuck. Well, that wouldn't make if this happens, something happens to all of our food. Just as a heads up, everybody. As a 9. As a 9. That would be, oh god, fuck. Okay. Okay. You are the one who pointed out that I was wrong. So I'm gonna scratch this out and we're gonna fuck ourselves over right out of the gate. Fucking ourselves over. D6 plus 2 days. Right? And then we are out of food. And we will determine how that happened. Done. Fixed. Don't you worry. I fixed it. I'm going to highlight this in yellow or in pink so we know that this is the right one. That is all my fault. I wrote the wrong one down. Problem solved. So, anyway, so we got 2 things that we can use here. I like both of those. So we got a 9. Milton ate all the food. I think we're going to roll for that. So let me open this up real quick here, everybody. Since I drop shit all over the fucking floor. I'm going to bring out a big book. And I'm going to bring out my Knave book. And I am going to bring out my Preacher's book. And Preachers. Okay? Put this back. Dunzo. Easy. No big deal. We have everything down. Everything's set to go. So I have this all out now. We have access to all of our books that we need for this game. And I think we start with the 2 things we need. 1, we need a D6 plus 2 days, everybody. D6 plus 2. Right? That's what we said we were going to be doing. So, give me a D6 for the D6 plus 2 days into this run that we are. And I'll end this poll. We're going to the Gremlin location too. I just want to point that out. We voted Gremlin. Right? We voted Gremlin. Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. So 3, so 4, 5. So I'm going to mark that this is D6 plus 2. I'm going to circle that we are 5 days in no food. Now, this sucks. Because our food from Milton alone, Milton was carrying 18 food. So we lost 18 food from him. And then from our 2 breachers, we lost, scroll down here, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's gone. 21. And Sofix had 6. 27 food lost. We lost minus 27 rations. 27 rations, everyone. And with that 27 lost, we also lost his 9 rations. 9 rations. So 27 plus another 9. So 36 with the other breacher. And then this breacher's name is, he's human. His name is Pelgar. Pelgar. From Astrolane. Great. We lost all that food. Great. Question is, how did we lose all that food? Right? I think that's the real question here. How did this happen? So I think we're going to go to this. Right? We're going to go to this. I'm going to bring up the cam. And we're going to go to a tab in this book. Under the shit that happens to you section. Let's go here. Hold on. You can see all my markings for everything that we do. Inside the wall, we have these. I've like metal tabbed them all, right? No, we're not a shop generator, not a settlement, not a this. Out of this. Where's our shit happens? Shit happens. Not rumors. Something happens. Give me percentiles. Give me yeah. Oh, no. Even better. Even better. We are going to take the monster table and give me percentiles. We're going to go to... Boy. I don't want to use Arctic. We're inside the wall. We're touring through. The classic one we use is the tunnels for this area. Or cave. We'll use the cave entrance one. We'll use cave. So give me a D20 or percentiles. D100. Or I'll do it. Okay, what do we get? A 34? 34. 1d6 far-ranging Duragar emerge from a small tunnel and rob us at night. So Duragar robbed us. Duragar are like Underdark dwarves, okay? So we're going to mark here. I'm just going to draw a little arrow. And I'm going to say Duragar robbed us. How many? Let's see here. 3. 3 Duragar robbed us at night. And then I'm going to say they rotted the rest of the food. Other food. Well, that's where we're at. Fuck. So with that, our little gremlin friend tells us, hey, I know we're out of food. The place we're going is a small city. There are tons of people. That maybe we can get some support while we're there. I told you we just need to head down this road. And then out into the space between over here. There's a small city that we can do. But we're basically going to go act like we're walking away. And then we're coming up here. And then we're going to go out to where we need to go. That's what the gremlin says. We're believing this gremlin and following him. Because that's always smart. To believe a gremlin. So from here to here is where he's taking us. We're going to redo this size a little bit. Just so we're not like really deep, big fucking thing. Can we make this smaller, please? Go here. There we go. As he is taking us out this way into the next hex. This is also a secret passage that he knows about and other people don't. And then we're going to give us a indicator for a city. We're broke and hungry. Yeah, I mean, at this point, fucking, what are we going to do? We just, remember, we gave a bunch of rations to the people who were stuck outside. So, like, we could have kept that fucking food. I mean, I guess good people got it, right? Like, good people got the food. They're not starving then. So I'm going to give us this. I'm going to go black, and we're going to go black. And this one will be black. And then this will be 100%. And then we're going to give us a little city here. Oh, no, that's not the right thing. We don't want that. That's fucking dumb. We want this. We're going to give us a little ball. This is the other city we're going to right now, right? So I think I already uploaded this city. I'm not positive. I feel like I have this scene uploaded somewhere. Is it Griff's Sinkhole? We're gonna have to do a little we're gonna do a little fucking magic here. Nope. This was the stuff we did for Nick's adventure that he wrote and published that we played. Is it here? Yep, this is it. Up here. Up. This is where we are heading. We don't need magic anything. We are going to need our characters though. So let me move these out. We're going to delete these. We're going to turn our thing back on. And then we're going to grab our current characters that we have and move into here. As we're moving through, we get to this large area. The way I'm envisioning this, we get to this large area. The road dead ends into a corner of a split in the wall where there's two roads that we can follow. And he goes right there, and he points at the corner, right there. He's like, "You're talking about the corner of that, the new Lancer we have?" He's like, "Yeah. Watch." He walks up to it, and he runs his hand down the side and turns a brick like sideways. And I think it does that like where the mortar and tendons, like the kind of join together like this, pull apart and open to let you into the city. So I'm gonna grab my characters. That obviously between the three other breachers, they are gonna draw their weapon or at least have it ready. And you're like, no. You don't have to have your weapons ready. Everything's fine. You're like, we'll be the judge of that. We'll see if this is actually safe. Don't worry. He's like, it's gonna be fine. You're really worried about nothing. You're really worried about nothing. I don't know why you would worry. And then I'm gonna get all of our guys together, and then we're gonna make our way into the corner of this building. I have not run a full city game yet for this. I'm excited to see how this works. Nadscar is a large area hidden inside the corner of a wall. There are people who are bestials, humans, gremlins. There is an outpost here at this secret corner. Now, this is another lovely Dyson logo map as we are all making our way in with Milton. Oh, I didn't bring Milton. Hold on here, guys. We can't do this without our boy. Where's Milton? Here he is. Milton. As we're making our way in, Gremlin right in the back. He says, there's plenty of food here. There's places that we can stay. It's very tight fit, so be careful walking through. Try not to knock anything over, making your way through here. So we'll use Milton as the movement for this. We'll put our other guys down here in case we need them. I think he's bringing us here because it's an area that he knows he can tell that is a teleportation circle. Where on the map do we think that would be? Probably this, right? This section here? That seems the most teleporty to me. Never leave a good snail behind. That is right. Never leave a good snail behind. It's too important. You can never do that. The fact that we have a mollusk as our party member is ridiculous. And it's just a traveling mount that has storage in it. I think this makes the most sense. Look, we'll ask the Oracle. Is it in the center of town? We'll do this the traditional way. Is it in the center of town? I think it's highly likely we're going to use 2 dice. We're going to use 2 dice. Is it in the center of town? So we got 11, 12 there. Did I pull out that? I didn't. I didn't pull it out. I'm a dumb shit. We need our Solodark book. I'm digging. Hold on here. Solodark. I had the physical copy. I just would have to dig it out of this thing. Here it is. Let's take a look at what the Solodark thing says. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. Does anyone know? Has anyone found a way? Maybe Jay, you know. To make sure that every single fucking book that I open opens up the same way. Instead of the publisher needing to save it out, I would love if this would just always open everything I have in single page scroll. Because that's how I view things in the book. Ridiculous that it doesn't just do it. So we're going to scroll down here to the Oracle. We roll with advantage, right? So we're looking for, with advantage, we take the high, 11, yes. So we are currently at an 11 here, saying yes, it's in the center of town. With that said, I think we're going to move our way to the center. Going through this place, it is packed, busy, tons of people moving about as we kind of wind our way through all these city roads. I think the first thing, since this was us traveling for, what was it? We traveled for 3 days, wasn't it? 2d6. What did you roll? Was it 3 plus 2, so 5? 5 days. So we got jumped, lost in 5 days. Damn. Got lost. Things are collapsed. And we got through to here. So 5 days. They're like, we need food. We are out. He's like, okay, we can go to we'll go to an inn that's here. We'll get ourselves some food while we're here, right? We'll go get some food. And he will wind us through to, I'm going to say the inn area is probably near the big teleportation area. And I'll say it's here. Across from us, we can see a raised triangle dais with steps up to it. Everything's kind of ruined and crumpled and makeshift and brought together. And they're definitely making this more of a ramshackled city hidden inside this section of wall at this junction point inside the wall. So I think we go in here to get food. What are we going to name? What are we going to name this place? What do we call it? Do we pull up? Let's pull up we're playing online. So let's pull up a tavern name generator. Let's do the good old way of doing this. Let's I'm gonna roll a D. We'll do a D12. Right? I'm gonna roll a D12. We're only doing 2. We're gonna click twice. 1, 2. Which of these looks good? The Tipsy Prince Pub, the Nervous Gang, the Careful Stone Tavern, the Creepy Traveler, the High Bats Tavern, the Flashy Ingot Inn, the Puzzling Bunny, the Foolish Cave Bar, the Iron Demons Pub. Ooh, I like that. Or the Drab Peacock. The Drab Peacock? That's a fun name. That is a really fun name. Yeah, the Creepy Traveler. I know. I saw that. It's good. That's a good baseline. Boy. I don't know. Would they know what a drab peacock even looks like? Fuck if I know. It's probably peacock feathers that are all gray. I'm not doing the puzzling. All right, here. We're going to do the right thing here. We are walking to the bar. We will determine our look and stuff like that, and I will do a poll for it. All right? All right? What's the name? What is the name? I know you're Storm Bunny Studios. Of course you do. Puzzling Bunny. Right? Puzzling Bunny. Bunny. I like the Drab Peacock. And it's the, what is it? The Puzzling Bunny Tavern? Is that what it's called? Puzzling. Oh, just the Puzzling Bunny. The other one I like is, I like the High Bats Tavern. That's the other one I like because of where this is at. I think that could be really good as well. High Bats Tavern. And all this stuff will get added. So this is things that like people who play in Breacher's Living Wall later on could also encounter. So we're kind of building our canon set pieces. So it's already there. I got to pull up for you guys to vote on. We will describe it more once we're in it and what's going on, but at least it's there. We have a list of them and we can kind of go from there. No, I don't want the Iron Demon for this area. I'm cutting that one. I like the other ones a lot more. So those are up. They walk into the bar, getting ready to get food. I think today, after all of our travels and everything we're doing, we don't want to do carousing. I don't want to do carousing. And the City of Masks has a really good new carousing table. And here, tempted to take a look at this and spend some money as a group and do carousing in this city while we're in the city and drinking and eating. Because I feel like Yule and Sofix deserve a little bit of a fucking break, dude. They have been in it, in the wall, nonstop. They haven't had a chance to really relax at all. They have a new companion with them. And I'm tempted to take this idea of the masked city and do a little carousing. Right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Gremlins and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, oh my God. We're going to have the Christmas scene. So yeah, I think we're going to carouse today. I think that's what I want. I think that's fun. So carousing. All right, we'll just kind of fucking star this. Boom. And there's new rules for carousing, and I've been wanting to use this. We have money. We have good money on these characters. Between them and the breacher, the other breachers with us, we have cash. So why not do it? So what's our vote looking like? Oh, the puzzling bunny is at 50% already? No one like the drab peacock? No one like the drab peacock? Man, why? How much money do we have? Currently, Sofix has 218 gold. Yule has 151 gold. And then the other guy has 2 gems worth 300 each. Two gems worth 300 each. Yeah, the vote's up, by the way. It should be up above for the vote for this tavern name for the place we're at. But that's the money we currently have for these characters. I'm gonna save this just in case, because good old fucking what's it called? It's starting to run shit fuckedly. Acrobat. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? We're at 50-50. If I get the pick, you guys are fucked. If you can't decide between you all what the name of this is instead of a 50-50, I'm just gonna do it myself. Also, I am drinking out of our lovely Cyclops mug from Turkey Merc. Number 82. It's like my beer and coffee time. I do stouts in this a lot. What are we thinking? High Bats is at 60. So let's I'll tell you what, while that's finishing up, let's look over the new rules for carousing. I haven't got to use them yet. Part of me doing this show is so I can teach people how to use Shadowdark's extra pieces that add on, but it's also for me to learn as a designer as I go to build more things what the foundational baseline is. So let's take a look. So this is how it works. These rules are from expansion to the carousing rules on page 92 in Shadowdark, which we have that book over here if it's needed. And we also have our own carousing table too on the back of here. We also have our own carousal outcome before in Everpeak for our physical copies of Breachers. If no one's ever seen these physical copies are actually like, you could buy these now for the core book. I think I said physical and Breachers and it just fucking put it on screen, which is awesome. It's doing its job. Yay. You can do a Patreon. It's also on, yeah, it just says Patreon. It's also on itch.io, which is probably the best place to buy it. Instead of Breachers on Patreon. Itch is probably the best spot. Just Erik Frankhouse presents. So let's look over how this works. How do I foresee us doing events. There you go. I'll put the other one in chat for you all, in case you don't own it. And if you want physical copies, you can pick up physical copies through my web store. So I think looking at the rules with Acrobat on screen, characters can go carousing as their downtime activity. To participate, each PC pitches in towards the total cost of the event on the below table. Our goal is to gain access to be able to use the teleportation in the center of this town. They don't know how to activate, but they have to trust us. So we're going to throw some money around town, right? Like, that makes the most sense. We're going to carouse by spending money. And that makes people interested in who we are. And hopefully we don't get our fucking asses in trouble. So in the new version, it's a D8 plus the event's bonus to determine the result on the carousing outcome table. There are new bonuses. PCs can gain bonuses to their carousing event rolls due to renown, holidays, bard talents, and even garb or carousing site. So let's go to page 18 and look at the carousing and renown. We are not known here. We haven't earned anything yet. PC starts out being equal to the charisma modifier. The best charisma between all of us, I think, is... she's got a 14. Both the same. So we get a +2. Right? And that's just part of carousing in general. What did you say? Can we what? Can we cut the gem? Can we cut the gem 4 ways out of 300? Why? It's expensive to carouse. Wait till you see the cost. Carousing is very expensive. So let's go back. This is the cost to get a bonus. 300 gold will give us a +2. And that's a full day and night of raucous celebration. And that'll give us a +2 to the roll. And we are rolling a D8 plus the event's bonus. But we don't have any renown here. They don't know us. And the gremlin is known, but not well enough. What are holidays? Is there holidays that we could use? Let's find out. We're going to random roll this. I would love if there was a holiday going on. We don't know holidays inside the wall. So let's use the pink die. Right? Let's use the pink die. And we're going to ask. We're going to ask here. I think it's unlikely, but we'll try. It's unlikely, so we're going to do disadvantage. We're going to take the lower of the 2. Is there a holiday right now is our question. The answer is yes. Okay. Carousing during a holiday. Carousing during a holiday. Oh, I see someone's at level 3. Hey, Nessie. Do we have a Streamloot cards? We have Streamloot cards for carousing. Oh, guys, we're going to get spicy here. Hold on. I'm going to go to look at our stuff. We're going to look at carousing. And look at the carousing card. The carousing card says add 1 to a carousing roll. You can do max equal to your level. We are level 3. We are going to spend 3 carousing cards. So let me look up how many we got here. Everything's always kind of equal to your level. Oh, someone pulled a legendary. We're going to use Serving Hands has played 3 carousing cards over the course of the season. We're going to use 3 carousing cards. We're going to get a +3 from Streamloot cards. Right? +3. And then we have holidays. We don't know what fucking holidays do yet. We've never... This is a new rule. So we're going to go to the holidays. So there is Last Moon. Well, we're inside of a wall. Maytide. This is just there. So we're going to make up something similar. I don't think it's a ball. I think it's like St. Patrick's Day. What's up, Nick? How you doing, buddy? I think we're doing something like a St. Patty's Day for Gremlins. What would be a good... I feel you, Nick. Green Elephant. These are rules in Curse Scroll 6. These extra ones are. The ones that are for if you're in Everpeak are on the back of the Breachers Volume 1. So if we go to here, there is our own version for inside of Everpeak on the back of Breachers. Inside of Breachers, if you're asking what's in this, let me scroll up. This is its own setting, Green. Its own setting. It comes with, scroll down, comes with a dungeon chef, a lancer, a cyanite, and those are all new classes in there. 2 new ancestries, rules on running inside the wall. You're in a closed off district in the barrier realms, and it all goes inside of this gigantic mile-high walls. Think Maze Runner, but it's medieval grunge fantasy. Oh, an ice cream. Yeah, you can pick it up on all the sites under Erik Frankhouse Presents. That's if you want to do it through Patreon. You can also do it through Itch. It's also on DriveThruRPG. And then the physical ones are all on the site here, and you can pick up physical copy of the main book. The main book is printed by me, cut by me, stapled by me, and sent out. I used to work at a print shop. So you get a custom version. That's what you actually see here, is these custom versions. Real stuff. They are grunge print. They have that old school kind of fucking like welcome to the grunge show feel. Anyway, thanks you for asking. So I love this idea. I think we make a new event. Gremlins holiday, something like St. Patty's Day. Do we have a holiday name generator? That would be great if this has a holiday name generator. Let's look. Holiday name. Holy fuck. I love this site. All right, everybody. We're going to close out. What is it? We're at High Bats Tavern. We are currently carousing during a holiday. We are at High Bats Tavern. The High Bats Tavern. That won out this vote. That is the name of our vote. I'm going to end that poll. But now, everybody, we need to take a look at what we want this to be. So let me get this away. Like Oktoberfest / St. Patty's Day, like something like that is kind of what I'm thinking. So this is our celebration piece. I'm going to blow this up just a little bit so it's easier for everyone to read. I'm going to roll a d12. That's kind of how we decide how many times to randomize it, right? You got 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cheese Day. Oh, sorry. Let me move this. Cheese Day. Farming Festival. National Heroes Day. Bravery Day. Feast of Auras. Feast of Nations. Fest of Mirrors. Ooh. Feast of Joy. Day of Blood. Fest of Water. Feast of Auras. And this is a gremlin-based city. Gremlin-based city. Feast of Auras. Cheese Day. Anyone like any of these? If not, I might do 8 rolls over on the French one. I don't really like any of these. Does anyone see one that they really dig? I see Nick put the sweating waxing. That sounds horrible. Oh. I'm thinking like Nessie had said earlier, I'm seeing like a Oktoberfest St. Patrick's Day kind of feel. Something for gremlins. This is gremlins. Cheese Day is kind of hilarious, yes. That means that they would have to have milk inside the wall, and they're making cheeses out of like goat's milk or something weird. And I am from Wisconsin. I live in Milwaukee, so that could be a really good one. How many rolls for the French one? Let's do French as well. Cheese Day's in the running. 7. Okay? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Celebration du Feu. Hey, actually, Star Drew, if you're still here, you speak French, correct? German French, right? Or not German French, but Canadian French, correct? It could easily be a bunch of gremlins playing human royalty. Is a mockery of Everpeak. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's not bad. That's not bad, especially if it's cheese and they're all like fine cheeses. We go nobles, that kind of feel. 100%. Festen de Flammas, Celebration dos Dragons, no dragons. Spirits. No, I can't remember. I thought Star Drew, I can't remember if he speaks German or French. I can't remember. I think he says he speaks French. Dupin? Is that on here? Festival Dupin? Dupin? Oh, okay, pre-K. So Festival Dupin, is that bread? Is that bread day? No way. Is that serving hands? Dude, if that is bread day, we're doing bread and cheese day. Is that what that means? No way. No way. Festival Dupin, the Bread Festival, is an annual week-long celebration held throughout France, usually around May 16th. The patron saint of bakers, promoting traditional French bread baking. So what's the word we want to use for pain and fromage? I mean, I'm not opposed. Dude, is that it? Is that what we're doing? I think that's it. I think this is what we have to do. I think this is now officially the holiday. Our holiday. So our holiday is going to be, what do we want to call it? Cheese is just mold. Yeah, there's plenty of that in the wall. That's true. Oh my God. I'm going to have to make a new recipe. Pain de fromage. What do we want to call it? The celebration of pain de fromage? Is it a day? A weekend? What are we going to call it? What do we call it? Bjornstein Taj? Yeah, but that's not... That's German, isn't it? I think we keep the French. I like the French style for this. The Day of Mold. Oh my God. Oh, the Day of Mold is not bad. That is not bad. I think Day of Mold is perfect. Day of Mold, celebration of mold. Fromage in Brannan is the big cheese festival in Wales. Golden Mold Week. Well, crimson. Crimson is the color of the mold in the wall. It's crimson mold. We even have cards for it, everybody. If you don't know, I finished. Oh shit. Ooh. My fountain pen shall be a leaketh really badly. Hold on, everybody. I got a mess on my hands. I got a mess on my hands. You're gonna give me a second. This fountain pen shit is leaking. Hold on. It looks like I'm bleeding.
Behold your savior! Behold your savior!
I officially look like a murdered somebody. This fucking cover. Oh, that sucks. What do we come up with while I walked away? Great minds, Nessie. What are we doing? What's the name? What is the Frenchy name? Happy Crimson Mold Day? Crimson Mold Week? Golden Mold Week? Yeah, but Golden Week is that time frame. Oh, it is. Oh, during schooling, you mean, Nick? Yeah. What are we doing for this then? Like, what is the general consensus by the group? Which do we want? As I clean up this disaster. It's really bad, guys. That's why they invented Windex. Windex, the ultimate ink cleaner from desktops everywhere. Sponsored by, no, I'm just kidding. What do we want to call it? What is the official name as I wipe this fucking disaster up? What do we go Gold Mold Week? Do we do Crimson Mold Week? Do we do the Red Cheese Week? Do we do the Bloody Bread Week? Do we do... I think the Blooded Bread Week would be kind of cool. Because you're using crimson mold to make red bread. You know what I mean? Just Mold Day? Just Mold Day? Is that... I mean, it's not bad. I'm for it. Mold Day is totally fine. I think it's a good idea. Mold Day. The Mold Holiday. The Mold Holiday is held by everyone inside the Crimson, or inside the Crimson Wall. Mold Day is a common thing where people build and make cheese. So we're gonna go with it. Mold Day it is. Since I can't use my red pen, my hand looks like I slaughtered everyone. So we're gonna go with Mold Day. Mold Day. All right. And it's a holiday. I think it's... Oh, no. I broke my tip off. That was a lot, too. I think this is a pretty well-known holiday throughout the wall. What do you think? Wall wide. Wall wide. And this is a holiday. Right? Done. Mold Day. I'm just going to kind of... I like going over these pencils and like black ink afterwards. I don't know why. All right, let's figure out what happens. Let's see if we can get ourselves a fucking level, right? Hi, Archer. Let's see if we can get ourselves a fucking something good out of this. Something good. Hi, Archer. So here's how it works. This, they say, like, +2 to carousing. With Duke, there's a 1 in 20 chance that Duke invites a female PC to dance to the Duke. So I got some fun thing. I think that there is a... Boy. I think... Let's see what the bonuses are. Let's talk about carousing. So carousing during it. What does it give us? I think there's a +2 to just carousing rolls. So +2 to the events, right? Any roll. I think that makes total sense following what we have on screen here. We can write up more about it. We know that it is about cheese and bread, right? That's what we know it is about. Cheese and bread. And mold. Obviously mold. So we have that kind of stuff. The garb and all that, people probably dress up. They snack on garlic bread. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yes. Celebrations include performing the moldy letter, eating bloody bread, cheese wheel races, a bread and cheese carving contest. Yeah. Yes, dude. Yes, all of those things are definitely the things that should be happening during this shit, dude. Oh, I did not. This is not what I expected our day to be for making our shit today for our game. I am down. That is so fucking funny. Let me find. I'm looking for something important here. Hold on. Genius plan, Nick. Genius. I want to clip it so we have the information on this that you just said. I'm gonna add it into a vertical here, as we are inventing a new fucking holiday, right? Like, so let me do this again. So the goal is then celebration. So we're calling it Mold Day. It's wall wide, and it's celebrations that include performances of the moldy letter, eating bloody bread, cheese wheel races, bread and cheese carving contests. That's what it is. You get a +2 to it. So now, right now, we're at a +5. +5. So here's the cool thing about what they did inside of Curse Scrolls 6. And I think you can see them evolving how the system works. So right now, before any money is spent, we are at a 5. +5 to the roll. I think we spend 300 gold to get us 2 more. Right? And I think we split that up between everybody, and we're going to spend 300 gold plus 300 GP gives us another +2. So right now that means we are at a 5, 6, 7. We're at a total of +7 for our roll. +7's a lot. Like, it's a lot, right? Like, it's up there in like the high end of stuff. Here's how it functions. We're going to roll a D8. We're going to get a +7 on this table. And now you have mishaps, benefits, and percentage modifiers based on how we roll here, plus the experience you would get. Do we think 300 is enough at a +7? So at a D8, if we cap it, we can get a 15, which gives us 2 benefits and a +5 modifier and 6 experience. Or do we go all in and blow more money? Because between all of us, we could do 600. I think he would be only willing to spend 1 gem. That's 3. 3, and then we could get, if she spent her money, we could get 4, 5, and we could get 6 if Yule spends 100. I think we spend it. I think we spend this. I think we take this off, and then I think we take her 2 off, because to her money doesn't mean anything. She's a painter. She's definitely about the party aspect of this. And then that will actually give us, if we cross that out and we spend 600, we get a +3. So we're at a +8. All right, audience. Do you want to roll the D8, or do you want me to roll the D8 with Sofix's die? How do we want to do this? Do we spend Sofix's die? Do we do it with this? Do we do the luck? Do we do the luck of Sofix? Or does the audience member want to roll a D8? Ooh, why is the music so loud all of a sudden? I don't know how that got so loud. I apologize, you guys. That music never should have jumped that loud. I didn't realize it was that loud. That was my fault. I'm rolling. I deserve it. All right. Pink die. Come on. Be an 8. 5. So 5. So 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. It's good. We got 13. So we scroll down here. We're going to go to 13. We get 1 mishap. What's up, Cypher? 1 mishap, 1 benefit, +5 to the modifier, and we're going to at least get 6 XP. So XP at the bottom. We always have XP at the bottom of the show. So XP. We know we're at least getting 6 from carousing. Let's see what we get. We get a +5 to this roll. I'll let the audience roll this. Give me a D100 for the benefit. And then I'll need a second D100 for the mishap. So I need 2 people to roll me D100s. Two D100s. Let's see what we get here. You guys can roll those since I rolled the other thing. While you're digging that, I'm gonna dig out my little pencil sharpener. So these little, if you get the full kit for the Pentel multicolor pencils, the full kit comes with this tiny little thing to sharpen your pencils. And so I'm digging for it right now. Comes with one of these. Look how tiny this little bitch is. Did you break it? I hope not. We've been using it the whole show, everyone. Is it not working? Mold Day Mischief. Mold Day Mischief. Is it not working? Is it really broken? Holy shit, you guys broke it? You broke it? You sons of bitches. It's not like we don't break it all the fucking time. Nessie's like, I got dice. Let me roll 100. Sure you did, Nessie. I got 100. I mean, I'll go for it. I don't give a fuck. Let's see what 100 is. Let's see what it is. You get one roll at plus 20% on the level 10 treasure table. Okay. So we got, and that's for the mishap. So we got 100 and a 64. So for the benefit is 100. The mishap is a 64. We get plus 20%. And actually yours would be a 69 because it's a plus 5. You got a 69. I'm kidding, Nessie. I'm just fucking with you. So we got 20% on the level 10 treasure table. We'll pull that up in a minute here, everybody. So we got that. That could be huge as we're partying through here. Did we get on the mishap table? So we got a 69 because it's plus 5. Yep. Plus 5. 69. An angry wizard made you dance like a puppet. -1 renown. Okay. Angry wizard. Wizard makes you dance like a puppet. So I'm envisioning this at the High Bat Tavern. We're here for the mold week. We are all eating and drinking and partying. We're throwing money around between the 3 breachers that are here in Milton. We win a contest from one of the events, like cheese wheels, probably the cheese wheel rolling or the eating. I think Sofix kind of crushes this as she's doing probably eating contests as they're so hungry, not eating for 5 days. She is just downing food, eating cheese and stuff, right? I think meanwhile that happens, and I think one of the other 2 puke on the wizard or refuse to dance with the wizard, and they force them to dance. That dancing means we have a -1 renown here. The question is, which breacher is it? So I have a fun way to decide this. Right? All right, so let's pull this up. So as they're having this party, doing everything, we're going to get out the D8s. So we have Yule, we have Sofix, and we have Breacher. or the astral lane. Whoever has the lowest roll is the one who got forced to dance, and the renown goes down 1. The lowest was Yule. -1 to Yule as he is dancing on the top of a table, forced to dance. Forced to dance, and now he is the one who has got a -1 renown here. As the party goes on, everyone is getting 6 XP for this. We're gonna have to roll on our treasure tables. We kind of have like, this is a nice downtime. These people have had fucking hell week. We're getting 6 more experience, so that will put her at 20. And it should put Yule at 20 as well. Right? Let's see what we get from the treasure table. Poor Yule. I know, man. Poor Yule. Let's move this stuff aside. Let's go to the treasure table in here. We haven't gotten an item for them in quite some time, to be 100% honest. We are getting a level 10 treasure. Level 10 treasure table. Did I get ink on this? I did not. Okay, good. So you guys can't roll percentiles yet. Still not working, right? Not working? Let me try. See if it fixed. Work. Work. Nope. It looks like Stream Elements is actually down. So I'll have to roll. No big deal. We have plenty of dice around here. Plenty of dice. And remember, this said that we get a bonus of... Let's go back up. We get a plus 20% on this roll. So let's pull out our... I feel bad for Yule. We'll use Yule's dice. He gets a plus 20%. So 56. 56 on this table. 56. We get an opalized giant conch shell with a silver inlay worth 250 gold. Opalized giant conch shell. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hold on. Hold on here. We are going to use a breacher card, and we are going to use a reroll. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I'm going to do a reroll. I'm going to reroll from Nessie. Thank you, Nessie. We're going to do that again. I don't like it. Doesn't make sense. We don't like that prize. We're choosing the next prize over. 70. Is that a 10? That's 70. So 70 plus 20. So 70, 80, 90. Okay, that might be better. A richly woven flying carpet. A richly woven flying carpet. Is that in the back of the book? Holy shit. Hold on. Dude, that'll make traveling the wall wild. So here's the flying carpet rules. A richly woven red carpet with gold tassels. Benefit: the carpet fits 2 riders. 1 is the driver. It can fly double near on the driver's turn. Personality is neutral, playful, mischievous, enjoys visiting new places, and gets restless without frequent change in location. We have to smuggle this out. We have to smuggle this out. 860? If it's worth... Oh, so we got a flying carpet. So we got a flying carpet worth 860. Hold on here. Flying carpet worth 860 gold. Dude. Nick, what do you think? Audience, like, and Nick, I know you GM Shadowdark a lot. If you got this from a treasure table, would this count towards getting experience? I feel like it still would, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you still get experience from this object? I feel like you would. Know what I mean? Oh, I love the idea of this giving us experience too. Like a double dip. We're never selling the carpet. No. I mean, on here. You don't apply. Is that official somewhere? Does it say that somewhere? It must be at the beginning of carousing. I don't remember seeing that. That's why I'm asking. Well, then no for now, and I'll have to look it up, but who cares? Ooh, that's fire. Well, everybody, so we party with these people. We've made a new holiday for Breachers for our solo game. We've made moving into this town, right? We've moved into, let me pull it up. Oh, I don't apply treasure table rules. Okay. So we have made it into this place. This is Nadsoker, City of Beggars. We are here during the Festival of Mold, the Day of Mold. We have won a cheese wheel rolling contest. We have, unfortunately, pissed off a wizard, and you all had to dance profusely. We have named this thing the High Bat Tavern. That is the name of our tavern that is here. I think we should, let's mark this on the map, man. I think we have to, right? All right, let's mark this. Let's get the color down in a color we can see, and we will outline it in black. We'll grab this. So now we've also made this as well, right? So we have the High Tavern bar. We'll put a 1 here. Right? Put a 1. And we'll mark that as the thing that we found. Then we will put a 1 on the map here. So we know that that is a space that we now have access to, which is cool. I wasn't expecting this to be a thing that would happen during our journey. What a flying carpet. We can't use it all the time because we're traveling with Milton and it only carries 2, but it's a good way to get to high grounds if we need to, scout, bring things up. It'll bypass a lot of problems as a flying carpet. And we've now lost 1 renown for Yule, but gained some for them. And we've probably earned the whole point of being here, earning the right to open this up and activate this portal. And I think the way I want to end the show today is Yule. Look, he is a cartographer. Cartographers have the ability to mark a section of the map where they know secret passages as part of their background. They also have the ability to learn about maps inside the wall. He's in a new sector that is unmapped him. It's a region of the inside of the wall that he doesn't know or understand. But I foresee him wanting to know more about this. I think that he is going to look over the piece there, the actual what is the word I'm looking for here? Over the teleportation triangle that's here, which is new to him, and try to figure out how to use it. This is going to be an intelligence check. And I think between him and the Astrolaner, they have a good chance of figuring out how to make it function. So, we're going to roll for that. I think this difficulty, as we have said many times before, we write our difficulties along the bottom of the page. I didn't do it today. I think this is a hard. This is an 18. This is an 18 to figure out how to do this. I think we're going to use a couple cards as well. Let's use one of the spell casting ones to give us a bonus, which is a smarter card. We'll play one of these. That gives us a +1 to the roll. Because he has this, he has got a +3, so now a +4 to the roll. Let's see if we can figure out how to activate this sigil in the center of this triangle. With him sitting over there, with Milton with him, he's the next day hungover, drinking some like coffee in the morning, trying to figure out how to activate this piece. Because you know what? Look, I know you said you're an astrolaner. You understand some of this stuff. He's like, I understand how the momentum of magic takes you from one place to another. I'm not a caster myself, but I understand these runes. These are significant celestial bodies that we would look at from our highest spots in the wall that we have claimed for ourselves. So yes, I know what these are. I could probably help you. So as a group, these two are going to get together and try to get this to function. Yule, our new breacher friend. I would have had you guys roll this, but the dice rolls aren't rolling. So I'll do it for us. We need an 18. We are currently at a +4. That's an 11. I didn't use his die. I fucked up. 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. I could spend a breacher point and go for it. Or I could spend a breacher point and re-roll. I think we're going to spend one breacher point. I think we're going to go for a re-roll. And I'm going to use the right die this time. I think I'm going to go for a re-roll. Come on. Natural 20. Natural 20. Between him knowing about the celestial bodies and what it is, and Yule's ability to use teleportation magics as a cartographer for the Breachers Guild, they get the runes activated. There is an area that he sketches some stuff over, draws lines, and pours powder and ink into it, and gets this symbol readable. And in the middle of this morning after the festival, when everyone is hungover, he gets this active. He looks to the gremlin who's just fucking laying against Milton, just passed out. The Lancer, who is from a totally different district that's with him, and our lovely Sophix, who is like, her face is all painted up from last night's activities and partying. She's painted a whole bunch of people's faces in the Beggar City during the Day of Mold Festival. I'm like, are you ready to go back to Everpeak? And the grandma's like, yeah, we'd love to. And Yule was like, well, I'm ready to go. I look like a fool here. I think Sophix is like, yeah, we can go, but can you mark this? Because I would love to come back. These people are happy. I would love to come back to the city. He's like, yeah, I can probably mark this so we can come back another day. Let's get him through. If he's already out of the wall, he can't be in trouble. We're going to be teleporting into the Guild Union. Listen, buddy. I need you to crawl inside of the hiding spot on Milton and just don't make a sound. Okay, I can do that. I open up the door on the side of the snail. He crawls in. He crawls in. We got to talk about smuggling rolls to end the show here. We've not done smuggling rolls as you get checked coming through teleportation. But there is a very important thing that Yule has that other people doesn't. He does know Hoarder's Point, a hidden market that buys smuggled goods, no questions asked. I'm going to use some smuggler cards. We haven't used a lot of these smuggler cards because we haven't had to smuggle anything so far in the game. Smuggler card, for people who are wondering how it works, it allows you to hide up to a D4 items. We need a 4 to hide him, because a person counts as 4 items, an inventory slot. With that D4 and Smuggler's Point, we get advantage on the roll. We're going to try rolling a D4 and see if we can't double down and get what we need to hide him, and no rolls required, and just smuggle him in. But we also have to smuggle the carpet, which means that Yule is going to smuggle the gremlin, and the carpet is going to get smuggled by Sylphix. Zagmar coming in, or not Zagmar, sorry, our new Lancer, it's not Zagmar coming in. He is a breacher, he automatically gets to come in, but they are going to search him, see who he is, register all this stuff, all that kind of crap as he comes out of the wall. So let's go back to the table, and let's see how we do. So this is going to be the dual rolls for smuggling him in. If we get a 4, no roll is going to be required. We're going to smuggle him in. I'm going to go all the way back in time. We're going to use Nessie and Stardrews to smuggle cards. We got a 4 here. It's all of the dice around, which means a 4. We got 2 4s. They put him in here. Yule starts talking. I found a new teleportation site, everybody. We need to go mark this down. It like distracts immediately. It's like this triangle lights up in the middle of the red. In middle of the circle teleportation rune in the guild hall. And he runs that keymaster away. The next one is going to be our Sylphix trying to smuggle in her new flying carpet. A 2. 2 items she can smuggle. That's a pretty big piece. She rolls it up. She has it tied on the side inside of her bedroll. They're like, hey, how did it go, Sylphix? And she's like, pretty good. She's like, we went in, we found a new breacher that we brought out. He's from a totally different district. I think we should sit down and talk to him. He says that a bunch of his breachers are missing. There are 4 of them in total. One of them sounds like the halfling that was found here dead. We should probably sit down and talk to the keymaster about this. And she smuggles in her flying carpet successfully. That one is going to be from Kyle. We're going to use that smuggle card. Between all of them, they get their stuff together. They get to smuggle in and keep the rug. They get to bring the new breacher in with them. And then now we don't have anything else to roll because we successfully used our cards to get stuff in. We got 6 XP for them. I'm going to mark over here. I need to remind myself to make a character sheet, but we also get that to the Lancer who's with us. And we're going to be starting here in Everpeak for our next episode. As back-to-back we have made it into this place, we smuggled it all out. We're going to have to figure out what's next. Because I guarantee this Lancer is going to be looking for Zagmar and the rest of the Astralane Breachers that were jumped, beat up, and all their stuff was taken by the cast for our live show that we were running. If you haven't seen the live show, I'll link it at the end here, everybody. But there's a full live show of, I think, 12 episodes of us running a group of breachers that were wallers that, well, I don't want to ruin it, but they didn't deserve the stuff that they had. And now it's coming back to bite them in the ass. Gain an advantage on smuggling. We didn't have to do it. We did our smuggling very well with the blue cards and got out. They didn't research anything we did. We came in through a way that was totally different. We brought a bunch of information. Let's talk experience. I think the information of us knowing about the new teleportation, the teleport, is worth 2 XP. I think. I also think that bringing back a breacher is probably worth 2 XP. Right? Because we brought back a new breacher from another area. I think that's worth at least another 4 XP for us, actually giving us another 4 to our 2 characters, putting us really close to another level as we are now at 24 of 30 for both Yule and Sylphix. We are short on money, but hey, we got a lot out of it. We got a lot of friends. With some of us, not such great friends now. And it gets us a chance to get us into the next one. So next Thursday, I will be back with all of you. Again, I just want to say thank you for those of you who are watching this after, not the live show. Thank you for watching this. Share it with your friends. If you're trying to learn about Breachers, you're trying to learn about Shadowdark, that's this solo journey or co-op journey when the dice are working is all about. If you're here for the live show, stick around. We'll talk a few more minutes before I sign off and have to race across town yet fucking again. But I just want to say thank you to all the patron members. I don't have a patron screen for this. You know who you are. You're wonderful people who are providing for my Patreon and making it so that I can keep creating amazing things such as Breachers and Magic and Monsters Marks of Men. Of course, Afontia. And then the stream itself and all the stuff that I do to entertain and hopefully have fun with all of you. That's it for me here on Breachers today. Stick around if you're in a live show and we'll talk a few more minutes. For the rest of you, breach on. Go pick up yourself a new zine from any creator out there. So I stopped recording. For everybody else, holy shit, guys. We got a lot done. That was a pretty eventful thing, even though I spilled ink all over my hands and all over my desk, and thankfully I didn't get it on my dice. I was really afraid that all my dice were going to be covered in red, especially my silicone ones. But we're good. We're good. We didn't do it. We're good. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. There's no red anywhere that I should be worried about. So I'm like checking my dice. Here's the weird thing. These yellow dice are also the same exact color red as what is on my finger. So I thought maybe I got it all over everything. No, my notebook's fine. I got nothing on it. The notebook's clean. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, dude. I didn't think about so I guess I can announce that here. For those of you who are here at the end of the show, we're going to be over on Cypher Unlimited next week. What time, Anthony, are we going to be on? What time? And got a flying carpet. No shit. What time are we live? So Rick and I are going to be over there for the Black Ballad. Black Ballad, and this is Second Chances. This is the Shadowdark conversion that I worked on last year, converting part of the Black Ballad over to Shadowdark. And then it also comes with a hyper replayable adventure in the back every time your characters die. We're going to be over on Cypher Unlimited talking about this with Anthony and Al, or if you know them as Spigs, and of course Ancient Albatross. 8:30 p.m. Eastern, so 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then obviously if you're in another area, you can do the math from there. I try to keep it all Chicago time here so people know. But I'm excited to be over there. I get to talk to my friends, have fun, party a little bit, and just talk about the thing that we've been making. I have a whole bunch of new content coming out over the stuff that I have done for our lovely Kickstarter. If you don't know about it, you can find it for Black Ballad Second Chances. I will tell you this. This is the cool thing. Maybe the CU fans will forgive you this week. I doubt it, my friend. I doubt it. They were very angry about me being right. I love you guys, though. I love the CU fans. They just... I had to play the devil's advocate. I was there to play devil's advocate. This isn't that way. We're just pimping what we're doing. I'm not there to play devil's advocate on a show or argue with him. We're here just to talk about what we're doing. But I'm really excited because the book is done, everyone. We are doing like some hyperlinking and some passes, but the Kickstarter is going to be March 17th. And as soon as that Kickstarter is done and the backer kit clears, the PDF goes out to you guys immediately. This is to do a print run of it though, but the PDF will go out that quick afterwards. Like, we are golden. We've done so much work on this. The whole team that has been doing this, between the designers and the layout and the writers and just everything, is done. Now we're just doing our press tour. So we took the free league mentality on this one, where we're like, fuck it. We want as much done as possible and then put this out as completed projects. So our goal is 30 days after backer kit closes, it goes out to everybody. I'm pretty, yes, happy St. Patrick's Day. I know. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a whole bunch of information coming out over the next couple of weeks into the March season for that. But that's it for me, everybody. I'm going to be bouncing out of here. I will not be on tomorrow. Obviously, it's Friday. I may be back on Saturday afternoon. I have a lot of design work to do and artwork to do. Actually, maps to draw. So I'm thinking about doing a live show and doing some map drawings for you guys on Saturday, because I got about a 6 to 8 hour drawing day I got. So I might do that and shoot the shit and just talk to everybody. If I don't do it here live on YouTube, I will do it over in my Discord as I start pimping all of that out. And I might be up on the stage and just doing it there, because it will actually be easier to run in Discord. So if you want to join me on Saturday, we might be doing Rise and Design over there, everyone. That's it for me. Bye, everybody. Have a great evening, and I'll hopefully talk to you guys on Saturday. Good one. Bats.